Now this makes a week to the passing of Quando Rondo's friend Lil Pab, also known as Lil Pablo. And here's what we know so far, and we have new groundbreaking news about this situation. Now this is part 5 of Quando Rondo's news. Now Quando Rondo has spoken out again. Now this time he went to his social media, he went to his Instagram to be exact, and it seems like Quando Rondo is regretful, and it seems like he's not taking this well. Now he put this on his page. He says, "I guess my mind wasn't prepared for it like I thought." Now this has almost been a week after Lil Quando Rondo's friend Lil Pablo was shot in Los Angeles. Now I believe this message was from Quando Rondo, meaning that Lil Pab had his funeral in their hometown, and I guess he got to see him for one last time, I would guess. Now I tried to look on social media if the funeral actually happened, but I haven't seen anything yet. Maybe it was a private funeral, who knows. Now everyone has been speaking on this whole checking in ordeal since this shooting happened last week, and to be honest, I don't know who to believe at this point. I don't know who's responsible. I don't know who to think who is responsible for this shooting. Now we got native LA members saying what they think had happened, what they think they heard had happened, and this information pretty much comes to us reporters, and we give the story to everyone else. Now you got to look at my reporting. You got to think of the story about how the news pretty much does it. Now the news give an interview from an eyewitness at the scene, and they give their side of the story on what they think happened. Now we have no clue if this witness is lying when we see it on the news, but the person that's the eyewitness pretty much claims that they saw what happened. Now this is the same exact case with Quando Rondo. Some say they believe because Quando Rondo didn't check in when he arrived to Los Angeles, disrespect the gang. While others now, they're saying that Quando Rondo wasn't even the intended target. Now they say that Quando Rondo's homie was quote unquote doing bad business in Los Angeles, and they caught up with him at that gas station. So like I said, this is all speculation, and the opinion of this statement is strictly from the source. Now even people on social media are still believing this story, and they're saying that this is the reason that Quando Rondo's homie was killed. Now this person put this on their page. They said, "I'm from Savannah." That's the area that Quando Rondo and Lil Pablo and the respective gang they're from in Georgia. Now they said people in Savannah are saying the same thing. I heard this way before Wack even said it. Now they say Quando Rondo wasn't the intended target for the shooting last week in Los Angeles at the gas station. Now according to the source, they say that Rondo's homie Lil Pablo was doing business in LA and ran off with the bag. Now running off pretty much means he was supposed to do something in return for the money, but he basically took the money, allegedly. Now according to the source, they say that the shooting was a walk-up, meaning that they walked up to the victim and shot him, meaning it was intended for him and only him. Now here is the clip. Now like I said, according to the source's account, this is what was told to him, but like I said, this is allegedly. This is what happened. Roll it.
They wasn't even coming for Quando. They let Quando live. I talked to the people too. They say that thing wasn't even for Quando. They said they came and got their man. Oh wow. Yup, that wasn't even Quando. He said they came and got their man. They came and walked up and got it. Put the thing right over Quando and got out on dude with a switch.
Oh, so they wasn't even looking for Quando. That wasn't even
old boy was playing with niggas. Same people though. He was doing business out here. And you know, nigga ran off with the bitch ass. Had nothing to do with Quando.
Now if that is the truth, then it means that this whole check-in meant nothing at the end of the day when it came to Quando, because the gangs are protecting the bag, not so much the entourage. Now Quando Rondo's been talking about how a lot of people have been running with the whole narrative that he checked in with Big U after the King Von situation went down, and they ran to him for protection. You gotta keep it real. Quando Rondo was saying that he went to him because he was trying to turn his life around and do some good in the community. So I have to post this. This was directly after the Big U said that Quando Rondo was trying to check in with him. Check it out.
Man, cuz, I'ma go ahead and clear this shit up before y'all niggas even get to saying some shit like this. Cuz, first of all, when I hit Unc up, when I hit the big homie up, I was calling that man on some shit like this. Cuz, I got a lot going on. I got a lot of fuck shit going on out here. I know that Cuz is in a lane where Cuz got a lot of charity shit going on. Cuz just got a lot of positive shit going on. You feel me? Which my team was hitting up a lot of more people like like a lot of people, like we've been just calling around everywhere on some shit like, man, it's time for me to start giving back. It's time for me to start straightening my face, politics wise. You feel me? It's time for me to leave this street shit in the streets and just play my role with this internet shit. No, a nigga was not trying to give back just to have a good face card. I was just trying to get back from the heart.
Others are putting two and two together, and they feel like the reasoning for this shooting was because Quando Rondo posted on his social media just last month in July. Now, according to Rondo, he said the NBA YoungBoy literally gave him $1 million, and he posted this on his social media. Now, I feel like this post was aimed at an ex-girlfriend or something like that, but he said this. He says, "I give it 2 weeks after the breakup, and you gonna be getting smashed, but I ain't tripping, I seen it all." He says, "Lil Top, also known as NBA YoungBoy, gave me $1 million last week. Plus, I already had a couple of hundred. I could care less about a chick. Got a bag." Now, it could be that some people felt like Quando Rondo should have broke bread when it came to getting that million. I mean, it could be possible that somebody felt some type of way. Now, the ops aren't slowing down when it comes to talking about Quando Rondo. Now, someone sent me this, and it shows a person from the Chicago area selling no t-shirts. For those who don't remember, that was Quando Rondo's reaction when his friend was pulled out of the SUV after everything went down. Now, how do you guys feel about this particular t-shirt and just the gesture of selling it? Do you think people are actually buying these shirts? I mean, would you buy one if you were actually an OTF fan or wasn't really a fan of Quando Rondo? Let me know in the comments below. Unfortunately, that's the news, you guys. Quando Rondo allegedly, according to people, he wasn't the intended target. That's why he wasn't hit. How do I feel? I feel like Quando Rondo still feels guilty for just even being there and not doing anything. You got to think of the psychological effects on Quando Rondo and just how he moves and how he thinks after this. I don't know about the music. I think Quando Rondo, like I keep saying through all my videos, even NBA YoungBoy, just the way he talks and the music that he makes and the title of his songs, they're projecting what they eventually want their life to be. And as far as Quando Rondo, it just seems like it's back to back. It's always something happening. He's either getting shot at, people are getting killed literally right next to him. So that's all I got to say about this video. Once the real news comes out, maybe the police department or someone comes out and speaks about it, you'll be the first to hear from me. Like I said, as of now, all of these theories right in this video are all speculation. It just so happens that people that are close to the Los Angeles streets are saying this, and they're saying it with some type of confidence, so it may be correct, may be wrong, who knows. Somebody might just be trying to put a story out to twist it. So take everything in this video with a grain of salt. But like I said, people are already vouching for the story in that area where Quando Rondo is from. They're vouching and saying that this story is real about he wasn't the intended target, it was for his homie. So